Tonight we spend some time in a space that was eyewitness to one of the most tragic events in American history, the Sheraton Pentagon City Hotel. As a student tour director, it's part of my job to stay at the hotels with my groups, and in this video I will show you what that is like. We will also get a bird's eye view of the Pentagon and surrounding area from the window in my room on the 12th floor. We will see it at night, sunrise, and daytime in the rain. We will also learn about the hotel's history in connection to the events of September 2001. Let's get settled in. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And in this video, this is something I've been thinking about for a while. I've been wanting to make a video showing you the type of hotels we stay in on my trips. As you may or may not know, I am a tour guide for student tours, and part of my job is to stay at the same hotels that my groups stay at. And the reason for this is just to take care of whatever their needs are if something should pop up in the middle of the night. And there are also some other specific things, like they have breakfast early in the morning. For this group I'm with now, it's at 7 a.m. So I need to get down there early and make sure that the room is set up and that everything is ready for them. And a lot of groups also have security guards that sit on the floors with the groups. And their job is to make sure that the kids are staying in their rooms and that nobody from outside is bothering the kids. And I have to manage the check-in process of the security guards and anything else. So I have some responsibilities to my group overnight, so I need to stay at the same hotels that they stay at. And I decided to shoot this video at this hotel in particular because this hotel has its place in American history. Now let me show you a little bit of a view of the room itself. And I am staying at the Sheraton Pentagon City Hotel. Now, this hotel actually factored into the 9/11 attacks in 2001. And it is almost impossible to see right now because I have all the lights on. But in a moment, I will be turning off the lights and showing you what's outside the window. But here is just a quick look around the room itself. It's nice, but not super nice. It does the job. However, I have no right to ever complain because I get to stay here for free as part of my job. But now I am going to go ahead and turn off all these lights and show you what's outside that window, and I will explain why this hotel has its place in American history. Right there in the center of the frame is the Air Force Memorial, and just behind it, very low to the ground, is the Pentagon. And I am right now on the 12th floor of the Sheraton Hotel. And during the 9/11 attacks on the Pentagon, the plane flew right next to this hotel. One eyewitness account from a guest who was staying 2 floors above me said that it was right outside her window and that it was so close that you felt like you could touch it. The hotel is about 1.5 miles away from the Pentagon, so when the plane made impact, the whole hotel shook. And right in front of us, the Air Force Memorial, which is those 3 spires coming out of the ground. The Air Force Memorial did not exist yet at that point. In 2001, that was just open space. And the plane flew right where the Air Force Memorial is now and crashed right into the Pentagon. In the following months, the hotel's ballroom became something of a sacred ground for families of the victims. It was known as a family assistance center, and it became filled with photographs, tributes, and other objects to memorialize the deceased. It was a place where loved ones could mourn with each other. Now, in future videos, I will talk more about the Air Force Memorial and the Pentagon building and specifically the 9/11 attacks and the 9/11 memorial that is over there right in front of us between the Air Force Memorial and the Pentagon. But for right now, I just wanted to show you, this is almost the exact point of view from where the plane was before it made contact. So this is what it looks like at night here. And this is the hallway. And since I am the tour director who gets the free room, and that is my room, I am all the way at the very end of the hall. There are actually 2 more rooms back there, but this is usually kind of how it goes. I'll get the room that's all the way in the end, or a room that has something wrong with it, or a room that doesn't have much of a view. But anyway, this is the hallway of the 12th floor of the Sheraton Pentagon City. Ice and vending. Sometimes my room will be right in front of the ice machine, so I could hear people just getting ice all night. And now we are going to take a ride downstairs to the lobby. So this is the lobby. It's kind of quiet right now. It's a nice touch. They have a little microwave. You can warm stuff up. And this room I find really interesting. It looks like it's a throwback to an earlier time when there were actual payphones on the wall. Back before cell phones, and people would have to use a payphone. And you can see there's even a jack here. But otherwise, if it wasn't for payphones, what's it for? What would people do here now? I mean, like, what is it? So I'm convinced that's what this is, and it's a kind of a throwback to an earlier time. And they've got this artwork of close-ups of neoclassical architecture, which you see everywhere in DC. And there's another one. And here's where they have the ballrooms. And this is actually where we will be having our breakfast tomorrow. So my group is a small group, about 32 people, plus myself and our driver. And it's going to be, this is one big ballroom on the right, but they can partition it off. So we'll get one of these in the morning. And they already have our buffet set up ready, everything except the food. That'll all be taken care of in the morning. And since they are ballrooms that can be used for different things, this would be, if there was an open bar or any type of bar, it would be set up back here. And I like this kind of Chinese vase. You got the dragon there, all pretty cool. Then there's another place there where you can set up a second bar. Hey, I just time traveled to the morning. So now I can show you what this looks like in the daytime. And it's actually sunrise, and it looks amazing back there. But again, right in the center, you can see the Air Force Memorial, and behind it, there's a Pentagon, coming down low, and Pentagon, 5 sides, 5 floors, and 5 concentric rings. So the Pentagon is all about the number 5. And then in the back left, you can see the Washington Monument. And there are some other things that may be really hard to see. But you've got the old post office tower kind of popping out behind the Washington Monument. And we've got the Capitol building just slightly left of the Air Force Memorial. Of course, the Air Force Memorial being the 3 spires coming out right in front of us. And to the right of the Capitol, we can see the dome of the Jefferson Building of the Library of Congress. And there's all kinds of good stuff back there. But anyway, this is the view from the daytime. It's around 6:30ish in the morning right now, and it's the last day of our trip. So we are going to go down to breakfast. And believe it or not, that breakfast room, they never partitioned those rooms. So we had that whole gigantic conference room to ourselves for a group of 32 people, plus myself and our driver. So that was pretty awesome. This trip's been great. Yesterday it was raining all day long. That part's never fun, doing memorials outdoors, all the outdoor stuff in the rain and wind. But it is finally cleared up. It's looking great now. We still have a bunch of memorials to knock out, and we're doing Smithsonian museums and dinner, and then that's about it. And then we're done. So anyway, this whole time travel thing is getting exhausting, so I am going to go back to a couple nights ago. See you there. It looks a little bit gray and cloudy, and it's just been raining all day. It's been a mess, but it's still been a good day out touring with my group. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Sheraton Pentagon City Hotel and have gotten a little bit of a glimpse of what it's like for me to do my job as a student tour director, staying in the hotels with the groups. And like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. This is Vigoroso, off to the next cool spot. Take care, guys.